This morning is a very simple act of giving thanks. And 30 years ago, I cemented my relationship with this community as a young girl. The fact that I am 53 tells you that you have done more to raise me than most. And it is only therefore fitting and right that I come back to the closest spot that I could come, because it was just across the road at Lawrence T. Gay on a Sunday afternoon in July the 21st, I think, exactly 30 years today, that we gathered in order to be able to start a journey that I promised you would be fruitful and faithful to us all. And to the young ones here, you see me stand celebrating 30 years, but you need to know that it wasn't 30 years of victory alone. You need to know that it was a journey. And indeed, the journey started in this same hall, because at every election, with the exception of one, the people of Bush Hall and KC1 and KC2 have voted in this hall. And it is fair to say that that first election, even though I lost, I knew that it was a relationship that I was building and not a transaction that I was carrying out. And if you accept, therefore, that it is a relationship, then you stay the course. And the virtues of staying the course at every stage of the last 30 years are there now for us to see, and for us to build the best Barbados that we can build, but also building the best opportunities that I can build with you for all who live in this community. Much has changed, including how this church looks. But what has not changed is the purpose for which people gather in this building. What has not changed is the purpose for which we come together as a community to create better opportunities for all and to make a better life for all. And I ask simply that we recognize that it is the small things that make the difference on a daily basis. You don't reach the mountain by landing on top of it. You don't gain great success by simply wishing for it. But it is day by day by day by day. And in some days you don't see the evidence of progress. But when you pause and you look back and you reflect, then you understand how far you have come, and you get the spirit and the inspiration to continue to walk further. There are those who I would have loved to have been here with us today, but it was not theirs to decide. And they have gone to a greater beyond. And I ask each of us in here, and I think all of you can think of 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 people who started this journey with us or who joined us along the journey and who are here in spirit, even if not fully. I want to thank them for the opportunity to have been walking with me and to making that definable difference. I also want to thank my colleagues. This could not be done without you. And with that, I thank the chairman of the Barbados Labour Party, George Payne, who is with us. But those of you who are here, and in fairness, you may ask, why aren't the others here? I want to thank those who have come, because I specifically said to the rest, and to them too, that this morning is about St. Michael Northeast. And I know how difficult their responsibilities are in their own constituencies, and that I therefore did not expect any of them to come But those who have come, I say an extra special thank you for coming. Jeffrey, Charles, Rommel, Pat, Lynette. But I want to thank my colleagues because in 1989 also George was already ahead of us, established. He is the most senior parliamentarian in the party. But Glenn Clark, Ronald Toppin, and myself also were nominated in that same year. And a number of others who may not necessarily be in Parliament, but who still find service on behalf of us and this government. People like Liz Thompson. This has been a journey of love for all of us. But more than anything else, it has been a fellowship. And a fellowship and a family, we don't always see eye to eye, but we always remain family. And in remaining family, we ensure that we look out and make sure that we can pick up each other when the time comes, or we can advise each other to be better, or to work harder, or to do the things that make us great ultimately as a people. And with that equally, we recognize that apart from our colleagues, we have to thank our families. Because without our families supporting us every step of the way, the rest that we take in between each day becomes that much more difficult to carry on. For if you are fighting at home and fighting in the trenches, there's a lot of fighting that you don't want to do. So you need the support and the stability of your families. So my friends, I say thank you. And I say thank you for walking this walk. I have maintained I could choose to celebrate 25 years in Parliament come September. And that is a good thing. But that is not what motivates me. What motivates me is the relationship and friendship that I've made with each of you. And hence, for me, the point of celebration has always been the relationship with this community and not the mechanisms by which that relationship is given expression. I want to say to you that as long as there is breath in my body, in or outside of Parliament, you are my family, you are my friends, and long may we walk together in fellowship, but also in a mission to make this country and this community the best that we can make it. Thank you, and God bless you all.